Hi Aquarius, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for March 15th through 14th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this may resonate for you or your person's, yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, Aquarius, what do we got here? Harsh Truth for March 15th through 14th. Aquarius. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's okay. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. All right, on that stability, huh? Nine of Wands, the Star. There you are. Yay. Hi. How are you? King of Pentacles. That could be Virgo. So we got Knight of Pentacles here. Taurus, Virgo. Queen of Wands. That could be Aries. The Lovers, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. And the good gracious, the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. My goodness, all these people. Whew. 1, 2, 3, and then we got King, Queen, Knight. Okay, all right. So this who's coming? Use your words. Do we have a not a reconciliation, but a reunion? Is there a long lost friend coming back in, and then it changes? Which is reading? What are you doing, Aquarius? What's going on here? Things are good. Things are good. Things are calm, things are normal, things are, you're happy, you're content, not like happy, but there's peace in the land, shall we say. What's this Nine of Wands? What's this Nine of Wands about? Nine of Wands. Two of Wands. Okay. What's this King of Pentacles about? Aquarius. King of Pentacles. Virgo. Eight of Cups. Our card. Page of Swords. All right. Queen of Wands. What's this Queen of Wands about? The Wands. So what? Okay, so there you are again, Aries. So, okay, are you dealing with someone that has walked away again, or is that why it feels like you're kind of, I want to say, ebullient? I've never used that word before. Ebullient, like there's this buoyancy. That's what it is. It feels like you're kind of sprung back up. Is it because you're but somebody came back in? That's the thing. It's like you're getting over somebody else, but somebody came back in, and you're. So this is you, honestly. After, so we got two things going on here. You're picking up the pieces after a breakup, and things have normalized and stabilized, and you're glad for it. But someone's coming back in, and is that the new thing that's going? Like, okay, so what's this Lover's card about? This Lover's card. Nope. Three of Pentacles. Okay, no. I think your person still thinks that they're going to be coming back in. I think that they just think that this is a temporary break, that you two are on a break, and they're going to do what, or maybe you don't always do it. Maybe they just think that, okay, well, we just need some time. We just need some time. And this is a temporary separation. I think for you, it is not. I think that you're going to take advantage of them thinking that and be like, I'm out. I'm setting up boundaries and buffers so that when they come back around again, like clockwork, because that's what we do the dance, you're like, nope. And you've already got a few things up and running and underway to kind of buffer and insulate yourself with this person. So this is you, Aquarius, moving on with the quick step and getting after it and taking... doing you, basically. And I think your person thinks that this is going to be just another go around like you two always do, and I don't think so. I don't think that's what it is, because you're going to be occupied with somebody else, or a few somebodies else, because you got dating on the horizon, and quite possibly someone circling back around from before this person. So you're not going to be staying at home and being bored here and thinking about this and wallowing or sad or anything. You're going to be out and about. What's this Magician about? What's this Magician? Yeah, you're going to take advantage of this break, and it's What's this Magician about? Queen of Cups. I like it. Queen of Wands. That's Cancerian. What else for? Page of Cups. Okay, fine. It could be that this person needs to deal with family, and that's always what's pulled them away from you. Fine. It could be that there's, but it doesn't feel so much like that. It feels like someone that is kind of, the best way to put it is like, I guess it could be immature, but they're underdeveloped. So it feels like you're just kind of tired of all of those things that go along with dating someone that's immature or this kind of self-centered or self-focused or selfish, and just doesn't have that consistency or that maturity to kind of see things through and stick with things and handle things in a mature, reasonable fashion. All those things, it's like you could be dealing with someone that's kind of dramatic also, and that's why you're just like, no, I'm over that. You can't build a foundation on drama, and you're not into that. For some of you, it could be that there was someone that just didn't. It's almost like someone just kind of let you down one too many times, or even somebody cheated one too many times, and you're just like, no, I can't deal with someone that's just so led by their glands, you know, their id, or I mean, I got to have somebody of substance, basically. Can't keep doing the drama go around thing. So this is someone that just thinks that you'll be there waiting for them again after some time, and no, you're going to take advantage of that and just keep doing you and getting back to basics. And it's time. And this is you making a concerted effort to be able to focus on yourself and you and yours. Things have returned to stasis and a normal environment for you, and that's where your priority is maintaining that and protecting that. And I think there's, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for too, you feel like, okay, since I prioritize myself and mine, other opportunities are opening up for me, particularly in business. That strong business and money connection here is still going strong. So this is you prioritizing that, and it's easy to. It keeps you busy. It's gratifying because it gives back with the effort that you put in. You're not really focused on romance now. You're more into maintaining stasis with your situation and your home and your life and all that. But even still, you are either it's reconnecting with friends and having that kind of uplift you and uphold you, or you're dating and someone in particular stands out or comes back in. There's some kind of sort of very tiny budding connection here that feels like it's out in the periphery. This feels like it's starting to kind of take shape, but it's not what you're looking for. You're not actively pursuing it. You're not in the dating mind. It just kind of finds you, and you're like, and it looks to be like fun, but it's going to be in the very early stages. It's not going to be, and you're going to want to take it slow, and it's not going to be your priority, but it is showing up. So that's interesting. That's neat. And when I say you're not looking for it, it's not like you're, got a chip on your shoulder or anything. Your priorities are elsewhere. So you're not like on any dating sites, or for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're taking a break from that, but it still finds you. What else for confidence? Yay. Building that back up. Because it could have been kind of shit. And the thing is, it's not so much confidence in the relationship. Again, this is more about like business or work or job, because that's really, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, your focus is now on self-care, taking care of yourself, and you find a lot of gratification through the work that you do, or being at work, being productive, providing yourself, getting that normal schedule back. And so that's kind of laying the groundwork again for things being stable, and it's a very confident, strong position. That's where you feel you're at your best, is when everything's taken care of and you're actively maintaining it, not just like kind of phoning it in while you deal with this sort of chaotic relationship. So and then here comes this other person. You're like, oh God, you know what? I just got out of something. I'm not really, and you're like, well, that's okay. I don't want to make any demands on you. I just want to be around you. And it goes from there. But it's very young, and it's new, and it's not anything that's really going to hold a candle to what your priorities are right now. Could be that there's going to be a lot of work for them, but it shouldn't be, because you're not going to say, hey, well, you have to win me over. You're not going to. It's just that I think they want to be more to you than just, I think they want you to feel the way they feel. Anyway, I'm falling down a rabbit hole, but the point is that they're going to be more into it than you are. And I hope they're like, well, I'll just have to win you over. No, don't. Trust me, because priorities are over here. You're going to get tired trying to win me over, because I only have this much for you in my life right now. If you can handle that, you can hang out with me. But if you're going to sit there and be like, oh, I'll change your mind, I assure you, you won't. So let's just call it good now then. Don't waste time. Because you're not going to want to be where you were with this other situation, because that took a lot. That was a lot. Judgment. So you're you're gonna be busy. You got the other person thinking they can come back in, and you're kind of wrapping that up in a bow and putting it where it needs to go. And then you got this new person coming in wanting to kind of be a big deal to you, and you're like, don't try so hard because I got stuff I got to do. And yet all of this is kind of like you're circling back around. This is like a huge cycle. And you're going to have to put the final. You're going to have to make some final decisions here and put your foot down and kind of have some boundaries, because I don't think your person is expecting it. But I do, it feels like you're just kind of done with that situation. And you're going to kind of have to figure out what you want, just because you're going to be very protective of your returned stability. You're going to be really protective of kind of guarding that. It's been a while since you felt confident, since you felt structured, and I know that's kind of off-brand for Aquarians because they like the spontaneity and they're the rebels and all that. But that freedom comes from a place of control and a locus of power, and just feeling like, okay, I got this part of my life good. So you just return to that. It's just stabilized, normalized, all that. And then you've got the recent one coming back plus a new one. And it's just like there's a lot going on that you kind of have to wrap up and figure out. But there's a shift because you're not wanting to compromise your newfound security. So this is kind of happening in the background, but nothing is touching, like whatever this is, nothing is touching that. So that's good, because that's what's going to, honestly, it's your life, right? So all the other things kind of take a back seat, as it should right now. But it's going to be kind of busy. Like all of a sudden, who knew putting up boundaries made people flock to you, Okay. Did I do that? Oh, I gotta do that. Okay. You can't, across the board, use your words, across the board, for pretty much all of the readings so far, there's been this whole, you can't not know what you know. This could be Cancer, Sagittarius, or Scorpio, by the way. But you can't not know what you know. And I think that's why this cycle with this other person is closing out, and why someone new is coming in while there's a focus on yourself, because all of a sudden somebody that's going to support you focusing on yourself shows up. They're not going to compete with that. So things have come full circle. This is a cycle ending, like a closing out here. We're wrapping up a karmic cycle here. It's time. Because it got angel. Look at that. That's for Aquarius. You are going to be in hot demand. Look at you, Aquarius. You get it? Okay, so this is Seven of Pentacles. Good. Yay. I like it. And Page of Pentacles. Even better. Reverse. Page of Pentacles reverse. So this is a game changer. This is new, but you've been doing it a couple months now. This is you focusing on you and taking care of you and being strategic where you put your energy, your time. This is you very confidently going forward into an established future, one that you have creative control over. Basically, you got your life back and you're enjoying it, and nothing's going to touch that. And then all of a sudden now you're attracting this one person in particular that is going to support that. So that's nice, right? But you've got socializing and friends, and then quite possibly dating, but you've got someone else coming in that wants to be more than that, and wants to really be a part of who, just what you're doing. It feels like there's this, like, the imagery I'm getting is weird, but it just feels like there's like this, like here you are in the middle, and then there's like this circle of fog around, and it's kind of like this fog bank, and so they're kind of blurry on the other side of it, but nobody's getting in that inner circle. You've kind of erected these sort of camouflage boundaries or something, or just kind of, perhaps you're needing some time to heal, because right now you and your person, there's no contact, or maybe it's some pettiness going back and forth, but you're just like, you know what, that's the proof I need. I really am better by over here, and there wasn't any desire to go back. It was more out of just loyalty or kind of a known quantity, but all it took was that one little reminder of that kind of pettiness or the drama or whatever, and you're like, nope, I really am happy with newfound stability and being able to calmly think about things and do things methodically the way I do them, and not have to deal with somebody who's going to be petty and, so this is you not giving any more time or resources to something that just never gave it back to you or gave very little return. Okay. All right. I've said enough. I'm stopping. I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. You keep doing you. Your focus is where it should be, and now here they come. So it just doesn't look like you're interested in it. It looks like you're really interested in resurrecting this sort of life that kind of was dormant while you were trying to manage this kind of really topsy-turvy time. So I'm glad for that. I'm glad the focus is back on you again, you and yours. All right. And I can't remember if I mentioned the stability. That's pretty darn solid. That's going to really it's only going to get better. It's going to be what you make it. So there's the more effort, the more gratification. Could be a raise, or it could just be that it's the more you do, the more you get. But it's the financial side of things look really good for you. There's steady work and steady effort to that. That's where your focus is. And it seems like it's very grounding for you. Okay, I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. You take care and you get some rest. Okay, all right. Take care.